Hi all, welcome you all to the lecture video session on administrative aspects of the project management. In the previous lecture video session, we discussed about the human aspect of the project management. Here we are going to discuss about the administrative aspects. When we understand the human relationships, it is the project manager task will be little easy in order to make the people or the team to understand the administrative aspects of the project management. Once the project is completed with the success or to the expected outcome, then it will become very important to monitor the project. The project is always monitored during the implementation stage as well as after the implementation stage. So once during the implementation stage, if at all the project is well monitored, it is going to avoid the time delays as well as it is going to save a lot in the budget. At least it will not make the cost overrun. And then after the execution of the project should be continuously monitored towards any kind of snags that are getting developed. So once it is to be monitored, there are different methods, and these are the projects once after the completion are monitored through two different type of analysis. One is the post completion audit and the other one is the abandonment as analysis. What is this post completion audits, which is in short it is called as PCA. Once the project is completed, the PCA is used as a guide and for the future decision making in the field of capital budgeting. We will with this post audit post completion audit, we will come to know what is the total debit or the credit the project has incurred, what is the overrun of the money, what is the total profit that is gained to the promoter or the investor. And PCA is conducted in a way to identify the mistakes that have happened during the execution of the project, so that this will become a guide for the entrepreneur, which makes that the next project to achieve more efficiency. So this is going to be a mirror to, and it will also make the entrepreneur to understand the limitations that has been and the challenges that was faced by the entrepreneur at this point of time. So this will give a better decision for to implement the next project and to execute the next project. And using the information of the PCA, it is possible to make several kind of to gain several kind of advantages and to create a comprehensive resources allocation framework for the other project or the next project. And specifically, PCA aims to identify the operating difficulties while executing the project, to understand the interventions by the other agencies, and also to assess the manager's expertise in order to control the overrun of the time and to give the reward systems and to lower the managerial autonomy in the project, so that there will be the automation in the project and the uniform distribution of the project resources and the allocation of the funds. And PCA is actually the process of monitoring and evaluating the capital investment of a project through a comparison of the actual cash flows and then the other benefits with those that has been that have been gained after the implementation of the project. Or basically we can say that in simple words, the forecast of the project in terms of capital budgeting is compared with the after the execution of the project. The budget after or the profit that is incurred is compared with the forecast budget. And PCA is also referred as the post completion review. Here normally the snag list is formed, and then there will be a way to understand that what exactly the technical mistakes that have happened, and the snag list, once it is prepared, it will be attended by the project manager in order to complete it. Once the snag list is completed, the project manager will certify the bills so that the bills would not go with the credit, and the entrepreneur is going to get the money on time, so that it will become very easy for to invest in the future projects and to understand that what is the total amount that is gained by the project in the project. And PCA actually intends the organization to learn and improve through the adoption of the processes that is rationalized by the operational costs or the operational analysis during the implementation. After learning what is PCA, let us understand Abandonment analysis is a process that organizations should execute before making the decisions upon stopping or continuation of their projects. So this kind of analysis goes with economic as well as administrative considerations that an organization should give to their projects prior to making a well-grounded project in continuation versus abandonment analysis or abandon decision when it is necessary for an organization to cease some of their projects for the sake of better viability of their other projects. So what is project abandonment analysis? It consists of some of the considerations. Some of the considerations are it is the justifying the reasons for organization to shut the certain projects down. Some of the projects are not going to be profitable, and some of the projects may stopped in the mid or in the initial stage itself. And this abandonment analysis gives the point that why the project has been stopped and why the project got terminated before it got freezed. And it also shows the losses that the company will incur if at all the project is continued. So the abandonment of certain type of projects will reflect that the will reflect in saving the profits that the company may may not get. So appraising values, while doing the abandonment analysis, we will come to know the appraising values of unattained benefits. That is, if the project belongs to it, then we will have the appraising values of the unattained benefits against all the other benefits that can be achieved at their cost. This will be this will be the reflection of the abandonment analysis. So in the abandonment analysis, evaluation of the effects of the project abandonment, this may cause an organization owning it. So the abandonment analysis is very, very important in order to in order to stop any project which is not going to be yield any kind of benefits, but in future if it is implemented it may incur the loss. So abandonment analysis helps the project manager in order to stop the project at the time where it is not going to yield any kind of profits to the entrepreneur. So what are the prerequisites for successful project implementation? First one is that the entrepreneur should have all kind of information about the project that they are going to execute. So adequate formulation, the prerequisite is one of the prerequisite. What is this adequate formulation? Adequate formulation is that a project may be improperly formulated. If it is not properly formulated, then it is going to yield to losses instead of profit. So the project may be improperly formulated due to some of the reasons. We can quote some of the reasons like poor assessment or input requirements, and probably there could be the superficial field investigation that has been done. They might not have got in depth into the field, and then they might not be assessed. They might not have assessed the potential of the project properly. And third one is the facility using the faulty procedures for computing the costs and the benefits. They might not have used the proper means of understanding the costs and the benefit, and omission of the project linkages, and there could be the poor decisions due to the lack of experience and the expertise, and the overestimation might have happened. And these are some of the adequate formulation of the project that might not have been done, that might be improper. Second one is the sound project organization. What is a sound project organization? Prerequisite for successful project implementation is it depends on the sound project organization. Sound project organization is the one which is led by a competent leader, and authority and responsibilities are well in place. Adequate attention is paid to designing the job and then the work, and then all work methods and the systems are clearly defined in this sound organization, and a culture of rewards, appreciations, and also the punishment are in place. So this kind of organization is called as a sound project organization, where both the appraisals as well as the punishments are in place. Third one is the proper implementation planning. Planning is the first stage, and we all know that the importance of the planning is